Hello, my name is Claire Harmer and I'm the Chief Executive of SANS. I'd like to welcome all of you to this very special event, the SANS Annual Service of Remembrance and Hope, which we're celebrating online again this year. Nature and gardens can often provide a special place for quiet reflection and remembrance, and we hope that this event will give you an opportunity to spend time remembering the babies you hold close in your hearts. Your babies have been, and will continue to be, such an important part of your and your family's lives. In remembering them, we can also acknowledge and celebrate your deep love for them, and the fact that they will have touched your lives in unique ways. Despite the fact that they're not here, they will always be a central part of this event. As Paulo Coelho wrote, we never lose our loved ones. They accompany us. They don't disappear from our lives. We are merely in different rooms. June is SANS Awareness Month. The 2021 theme, Always There, highlights so many important things. The bond between you and your babies, which will always be there. The fact that SANS will always be there for you when you need us. And that nature and gardens are always there, providing space for reflection, but also to remind us of the importance of hope and growth. The readings, music and contributions from all of you that we will share today are an acknowledgement of our babies and how we can think of them as we live and grow through loss. Let us come together to celebrate the love that we have for them. Thank you.
I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. I am never without it. Anywhere I go, you go, my dear. And whatever is done by only me is your doing, my darling. I fear no fate, for you are my fate, my sweet. I want no world, for beautiful you are my world, my true. And it's you are whatever a moon has always meant, and whatever a sun will always sing is you. Here is the deeper secret nobody knows. Here is the root of the root and the bud of the bud and the sky of a tree called life, which grows higher than any soul can hope or mind can hide. And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart. I carry your heart. I carry it in my heart.
There's a plant at the bottom of the garden, the most beautiful plant in the world. There's a plant at the bottom of the garden, with all of its petals unfurled. There's a plant at the bottom of the garden for a very special girl. And that plant at the bottom of the garden is for Pearl.
In the stars. So where do we all go to when we die? Do we fly up, up high in the sky, like a rocket that shoots up but never comes down? Said Moss to Minnie, his face with a frown. Or do we blow free in the whistling breeze, like a beautiful kite, a bird flying with ease? Is it happy and warm? Is it safe where we go? Can you show me, Minnie? I would like to know. Minnie took Moss's hand and looked up to the sky. Oh, wow, he cried, as the stars filled his eyes. They were twinkly bright and shone through the night. Never had he seen such a glorious sight. "Never be scared," she said with a cry. "We live in the stars after we die. All that we say and all that we do is remembered forever. Who could forget you?" Our body is part of the circle of life, helps the grass grow, keeps the flowers alive. Our memory lives on in the hearts and the minds of the people we care for and love in our lives. Moss smiled at the thought of making flowers grow, but said, "There's one more thing that I need to know. Our sister, sweet Kitty, is she happy up there?" As he looked at the stars with a long, thoughtful stare. "She's peaceful and cosy," Minnie smiled with a tear. "And although we all miss her, being down here, I know she is with us through day and at night, and she's flying free like a beautiful kite." "But I can't see her," Moss said with a sigh, as he strained his eyes to look up to the sky. "Close your eyes," she said. "Don't worry, she's there. Though you can't see her, she knows that you care." It's a special place she lives now, you see. She's in the stars, the flowers and the trees. She's all around us, and although we're apart, beautiful Kitty lives on in our hearts.
This year, maybe more than many others, we've been reminded of the benefits of being outside and being in nature. Whether we're newly bereaved or maybe long ago bereaved, or whether COVID has brought back traumatic memories and thoughts which have been hard to manage. We wanted for this garden day to help you to remember how beneficial it can be outside and to celebrate the nature around us, whether that is dandelions pushing through a pavement or weeds growing somewhere that feels completely impossible for plants to grow, or whether it's a beautiful woodland or mountains, rivers near where you live. We know that for many of the bereaved parents in our Jog 50 group, the benefits of getting outside, having the motivation to get over the doorstep was really important. And we heard from one bereaved mum who said she did it because she needed the motivation to get out and distraction from the thoughts going through her head. But little did she know that to be outside would be so calming, and to see spring coming would be so hopeful. And it made an enormous difference to her at the beginning of this year. And you may not always feel that positivity when you go out, and it may not always make that difference. But we do know that just being outside and being with trees, whether that's a single tree in a street or if it's in a woodland or a forest, trees give off essential oils like many other plants do, which can release serotonin and calm us and are really beneficial for our mental health and well-being. We know that the repeating patterns in nature called fractals, the patterns, tiny patterns on a leaf, or repeating patterns in the structure of plants, also have really beneficial effects, calming our brains when maybe thoughts are going round and round and it's really hard to escape them. There are many things that bereaved parents have done with SANS and in memory of their babies. A bereaved parent has planted a wildflower meadow for a school near her in memory of her baby. Bereaved parents have organised a walk in the mountains in Northern Ireland in memory of their baby and others. There are bereaved parents who've planted trees with organisations like the Woodland Trust or the National Trust. Or you may simply have planted something or be tending a plant on your windowsill at home. And all of these things can be incredibly beneficial and calming for us when things get really hard. So Sands will always be here, and we always want to help you and support you through difficult times, and also to support you in different ways and different ideas of being in nature. We have one of our support groups who have developed a community allotment recognising the benefits of planting and growing on mental health, and also the power of community. And Sands always being there and always being that community for you, to support you and to listen and to provide ideas and to share ideas amongst everybody involved in the Sands community is so important. And we hope that this garden day has given you some peace and some time to remember, but also some ideas and some reminders about how important it is to be outside.
The Journey, a poem by David Whyte. Above the mountains, the geese turn into the light again, painting their black silhouettes on an open sky. Sometimes everything has to be inscribed across the heavens so you can find the one line already written inside you. Sometimes it takes a great sky to find that first bright and indescribable wedge of freedom in your own heart. Sometimes, with the bones of the black sticks left when the fire has gone out, someone has written something new in the ashes of your life. You're not leaving. Even as the light fades quickly now, you're arriving.
When everything's darkness and you feel so alone, when the rain doesn't stop and you can't make it home, when it feels all is lost and there's nowhere to run. It can't rain forever, just wait for the sun. When family is pain, when friends can't be found, when you just want to scream but you can't find the sound, when you feel it's your fault, when you feel you're all done, just wait for the sun. The sunshine will come. The storm always passes, it won't last forever. The rain always stops and gives way to good weather. The brightest and warmest of days still to come. Please wait for the sun. The sunshine will come. People who need you, people who love you, can warm up your soul like the sunshine above you. You're never alone, no matter what's done. Wait for the sun. Just wait for the sun. Dark clouds always pass. I promise you. We're all here waiting with you. Just wait for the sun.
Almond Blossom by Fiona Benson, from her book Vertigo and Ghost. This morning, love, I'm tired and grave. I can barely hear the wintered bird's small song over the hum of the central heating. We must trust, I suppose, to the song's bare minimum. That spring will be a green havoc as the trees burst their slums, and the dirt breaks open to admit crocus-spearing and cyclamen. And though we can't yet feel it, Earth's already begun, her slow incline, inch by ruined inch, easing you back from the brink.
You're the soul who understands the scars that made me who I am. Through the drifting sands of time, I got your back and you got mine. And if you bear a heavy load, I'll be your wheels, I'll be the road. I'll see us through thick and thin, for love and loss until the end. 'Cause you carried me with you, from the highest of the peaks to the darkness of the blue. I was just too blind to see. Like a lighthouse in a storm, you were always guiding me. Yeah, it's true. You carried me with you, from the day it all began. Yeah, you were there, took my hand. And when I hurt a bit too deep, you watched me as I fell asleep. And when my head was in the clouds, you found a way to pull me out. You picked my heart up off the ground and showed me love was all around. Yeah, you carried me with you, from the highest of the peaks to the darkness of the blue. I was just too blind to see. Like a lighthouse in a storm, you were always guiding me. Yeah, it's true. You carried me with you. Oh, we'll be sitting on the world together, watching as the days turn into night. We know how to brave the stormy weather, and we're never giving up without a fight. If you should ever bear a heavy load, I'll be your wheels, I'll be the road. I'll see us through thick and thin, for love and loss until the end. 'Cause you carried me with you, from the highest of the peaks to the darkness of the blue. I was just too blind to see. Like a lighthouse in a storm, you were always
Thank you so much for joining us for this event. No one person remembers, grieves or grows in the same way as another. And as we bring this event to a close, I want to share a few thoughts with you that you may choose to take or to leave. Grief is really just love. It's all the love you want to give but cannot. All of that unspent love gathers up in the corners of your eyes, the lump in your throat, and in that hollow part of your chest. Grief is just love with no place to go. Love is really the only thing that we can possess, keep with us, take with us. And love is untouched by death. Nothing can take that away. We can love them from here. All that we love deeply becomes a part of us. And I want to end with Separation by W.S. Merwin. Your absence has gone through me like a thread through needle. Everything I do is stitched with its colour. Thank you so much.